Welcome back to my channel. Today is a makeup look, and I've done this sort of makeup video before where I basically just put all the makeup on and I do a voiceover of my thoughts on what I'm using and what I'm doing. So I thought today I would do a makeup look using all new products by Tarte. Now Tarte Beauty is a brand that I've had my eye on for absolutely ages. If you're from the US, then you'll probably be really familiar with it. It's not widely available here in the UK, except they have an amazing selection on QVC. This is the makeup look I will be creating today. As you can see, it's just like a super fresh, everyday summer makeup look. It's got a lot of pinks and corally tones in it. There's some highlighting for a nice, fresh, glowing complexion, and the lips are super simple, just a smudge of colour, and the brows just natural and filled in. So let's get started and see how we get on. So I've prepped my skin as usual with its skincare. Next up, I'm using the Marine Boosting Mist. This is the Rainforest of the Sea one. This is just going to give me an extra boost of hydration. It's also going to act as my makeup primer today. I'm following that with the Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. Now this stuff is absolutely incredible. I've been using non-stop since I filmed this video. It truly is like water. It's that light, but it's so pigment rich and it buffs into the skin absolutely amazingly. Just dotted it all on, and then I'm going to buff it in with one of the Tarte double-ended brushes. I love double-ended brushes. You always get more bang for your buck if it's a double-ended brush. These ones are really good quality and they feel great on the face. Next up is the Coloured Clay Under Eye Corrector. I absolutely love this stuff. It is hardcore. You know, if you watch my videos, I love my Pixie Peach Under Eye Brightening. This one has replaced that. I love it that much. It's super thick, and I just dab it on underneath where all the darkness and the shadows are, and I do it quite thickly, as you can see, and then it just basically preps my under eye area for concealer. Okay, next up is Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I absolutely love this stuff. Okay, you can tell that this is going to be a love video because I'm in love with these concealers. I'm a total concealer junkie, and this stuff is incredible. A makeup artist used it on me on set once, and I had to have it after that. But like I said, it's not widely available. But I have my hands on it finally, and it totally is living up to its expectations. It's kind of like the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. It's that consistency. You do need to blend it in with a blending sponge so it goes on evenly. I use this on areas where I want to brighten, so mostly on the inside of the face, right in the center to open up the face. I'm just using a little fluffy brush to blend out the areas around the eyes. Next up is my bronzer. I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer because I don't actually have a Tarte bronzer, but this is a fave. It's just a great all-round product. As you can see, I'm hitting pan with that shit. Just love it. So typical 3 contour formation on each side of the face for a little bit of shape, definition, and extra color. Next up is the Rainforest of the Sea Kiss and Blush Cheek and Lip Palette. This thing's really pretty, super creamy, highly pigmented colours that don't budge on the skin once applied. Decided to go with a little bit of a mix of the two on the cheeks, and I'm using a Tarte double-ended brush again to buff that in. Everything I mentioned will be linked below, so if you want to look at the products in further detail, you can. These were really pretty on the cheeks. I didn't use them on the lips, but they stayed a really long time on the face. I'm now using the middle colour, which is a really creamy highlight just along the tops of the cheekbones, down the middle of the nose, and on the cupid's bow and brow bone, just for a little extra pop. Next up is the palette that I'm using today. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Eyeshadow Palette. These are really beautiful buttery shadows. They feel a lot like the Urban Decay ones from the Naked palettes. They also have similar colours, perfect for every day. So I'm starting off the eye look with Charmer. This is the palest colour in the palette, and that's going all over my eye just to brighten. It'll be my base colour. And then I'm following with Sweetheart, and this will be my transition shade, which I'm just going to blend into the crease and out and down. I'm following that with Smarty Pants. That's a really nice sort of like cool camel tone. This is going in the middle of the eye. This will be my base shadow. And then I'm going to use Rebel for a little bit more definitions and to slightly wing out the corner of the eye. Finally, with a little tiny brush, I'm using some of the Leader colour, and I'm just going to put that along the lash line and wing it out so it's this kind of smoky flick. These shadows are gorgeous, they go on really well, and I'm really enjoying using them. I did decide to go with a little bit of sparkle in the end, and I'm just kind of dabbing that onto the middle to outer corner as well. Next up is the Architect Brow Pencil and Gel Duo. This is a double-ended product for the brows. There's a pencil on one end, there's a gel on the other, which is great. They come in that sort of wind-up triangle formation pencil. I actually prefer a more precise, thinner pencil because I like to do hair strokes, but I did actually find these went on really easily and they did stay for a very long time. If you ever find you overdo the brow pencil, just take a spoolie like the one you see that me using and brush through, and it will completely diffuse the colour, and then it kind of takes away a lot of the product as well if you feel like you've gone in a little bit too hard. Next up is the Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. That is a lot of words. I did like this mascara. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. The brush was okay, the formula was okay. I mean, there's better products from Tarte for sure. I don't know, I feel like it takes a lot to impress me with a mascara, but this one was all right. Finally, the Lip Architect Lipstick and Liner Duo. I got sent 2 of these shades. I really couldn't decide which one to use. They're double-ended. You get a liner in one end and a lipstick in the other. So I started with the liner and I really didn't see any colour come out. Like, I'm trying really hard here. And then I finished with one of the lipsticks, which was a really nice wash of subtle pale pink, and it just looks super natural. So my final thoughts. Water foundation, absolutely amazing. Loved it, so good, and still using it every single day. Next, Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Absolutely adore it, still using it every day. It's taken over my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. This is a great product if you're into your concealers and you like that really thick blackout sort of formula, but it won't crack and it doesn't dry. The Coloured Clay Under Eye Corrector is, with beyond a doubt, my favourite product. I've been using this every day since I did this tutorial. A worthy investment to anyone who suffers with under eye bags and dark shadows. Super creamy and full coverage. Next up, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Eyeshadow Palette and Brush. Great palette. Like I said before, the shadows are super creamy. I like how matte they are because they are true mattes. They blended really well, and I just think these are shadows that are going to suit everyone. I also really love the brush because it's double-ended. It's super high quality, like all the Tarte brushes I've tried. So it's great for minimizing on brush packing when you go away. The Lip Architect Lipstick and Liner Duo. The lip liner did not work. There was just no pigment in it and it didn't come out on the lips. And although the lipstick was really nice and subtle, I just don't think the product was amazing. I wouldn't buy it again. The Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. There's so many people that rave about Tarte mascaras, but I really don't think this is one of them. I mean, it's a perfectly fine mascara, but it's not the fave. I really loved the Kiss and Blush Cheek and Lip Palette. I thought the colours were really pretty. They stayed a long time. They were great to mix up and blend with. I liked that there was a highlighter in there. The only thing I would say is the packaging looks a tad cheap or juvenile, but then again, that's completely down to personal preference. The product inside was bang on. Next up is the Architect Brow Pencil and Gel Duo. I give this points for the fact that it's a duo product. It's double-ended. It means less packing. I also really like the colour and the staying power. However, it definitely lost points over the fact that the nib isn't precise enough for me. I like something a little bit more definite and precise when applying my brows, but I think this is pretty much foolproof, and if you're new to doing your brows, then it might be worth a shot. The Tarte brushes are absolutely amazing. And that's it, guys. That is my full face of Tarte Beauty first impressions makeup tutorial. I hope you liked it. Everything I've used and everything I've mentioned in this video is linked down below. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comment box. I will get right back to you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye! Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now.